What up, everybody? It's your boy Agent. We're back once again. I woke up this morning, news dropped that I could not believe it. I was so shocked. Yes, I know, as what I'm about to say, most people were shocked. Yes, Steelers fans, finally, it had happened. The Pittsburgh Steelers have fired offensive coordinator Matt Canada. We've been shouting it all year. It's been a thing. We didn't think this would happen. We didn't think the Steelers would make some changes. But as I woke up this morning getting ready for work, that's why I couldn't give you guys my instant reaction on it. I realized the Steelers fired Matt Canada, and I was ecstatic, as happy as any Steelers fans I know would be. And Mike Tomlin here released a statement, and this is what it said. Matt Canada has been relieved of his duties as offensive coordinator. I appreciate Matt's hard work and dedication, and I wish him the best moving forward in his career. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A change that I did not see this franchise doing is one of the changes I've been calling for, and we'll get to it later in the video, but talking about Kenny Pickett as well. But one step in the right direction for this franchise. As they made a move mid-season, first time firing a coach in mid-season since 1941. Yes, 1941. As we all know, the Rooneys are pretty consistent. They don't do these kind of things, but it's necessary right now to get this team moving in a better direction and get this morale up. As you've seen, Diontae Johnson frustrated after the game. Najee frustrated the game. Kenny wasn't talking to him when he was talking to him in the game. You could just see the writing on the wall, but the fact that they pulled the trigger and did it, I am happy. It's one step in the right direction. I mean, it's been terrible, like I said this whole year. I can read a couple stats off. Steelers are 28th in total offense in the league, very bad, almost second to last, averaging 15 points per game. You just cannot do that today in the modern NFL. Scoring 15 points per game, especially the way the NFL wants the rules to be favored towards the offense. And then once again, we talked about it. The Steelers outgained in every game this season. Yes, outgained in every season and find a way to be 6-4 right now. And they have a minus point differential. That's 0-10 this season. And then out of his 30, he's been outgained 31 out of his 45 games as a Steelers offensive coordinator. That is horrific. And then to top it off, he's never eclipsed 400 yards of total offense in his 45 games of coaching. That is astonishing. Do you know how hard it is to do? I believe that's the longest streak in the NFL. And with that being said, Mike Sullivan, Kenny's QB coach, Steelers QB coach, has been assigned to be the bulk of play calling duties, and Eddie Faulkner, running back coach, will serve as the offensive coordinator. So I guess it'll be a tandem. They'll be helping each other out. Schematically, there's not a lot of things I believe the Steelers can change with the plays they got, but they got to make some huge adjustments. You can do some things like a lot of run-heavy offenses. This running game has been going. I think the best thing you could possibly do probably is to get Najee and Jalen in the backfield together, try to get Jalen some more touches early. Let's see what we can do. The offensive line works a lot better when they can push off the ball and have a power running game, and then they can set up the offense. Get Diontae Johnson, George Pickens the ball early and often as well. Some slants, quick outs, something where Kenny can get some plays going. Get Pat Fryer with the ball. We haven't been able to throw really screen passes. We haven't been good, but have to start throwing to the middle of the field. We talked about this. Kenny has to show us that he can do that. Darnell Washington, I believe, needs to get involved a lot more as well. Now, we're going to switch to the other thing I believe the Steelers are going to do. This is a big question mark. I know I've called for Kenny he can't be the guy. Now, they cut Matt Canada off at the head, and now the pressure falls squarely on Kenny Pickett in his offense. 7 games left in his second year. He's already started 22 games. 7 games left will be enough sample size to show me if it was Matt Canada's fault or if it was Kenny. We'll know a lot more, especially with the schedule. It's not a daunting schedule, but he has to show me something, show the potential. And if he cannot show the potential or gets better and he regresses even more, have to pivot and have to start looking at another quarterback. You have to make changes in this steady, fast growing way of the NFL. You have great quarterback play in the AFC, and you cannot get anywhere if you have to get past the guys of Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, although he's hurt, Lamar Jackson right now. The AFC is loaded at quarterback, and you cannot fall behind even more than what you already are. You have to have a quarterback that can complement and help this defense out because, like I said, I talked about today, they gave up 13 points to the Cleveland Browns. So you can't ask much more from them. And they have a ton of injuries, but we're not going to complain about that. But they still find a way to only held 13 points. With that being said, let's look at the remaining 7 games of this schedule. At Cincinnati with Jake Browning taking over quarterback for Joe Burrow. I believe that it should be a win. Cleveland's 5-5, and these records are all before this week starts. The game start 5-5 in this Thanksgiving weekend. Then you got versus the Cardinals. Kyler Murray's only been back for 2 games. This Cardinals team is retooling. You should be able to beat this Cardinals team, but you gotta slow down Kyler Murray. Then you play the New England Patriots, are 2-9 right now, and they are in a free fall. with the Mac Jones situation. Probably will be Bailey Zappi. They'll be starting against him. This New England team is not good. Then you travel to at Indianapolis Colts. I know they lost Anthony Richardson, the rookie stud quarterback, but Gardner Minshew is no joke, one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league, and I think that's always a tough game when the Steelers take on Indy, especially on the road. Then you play Cincinnati again at home. You should win that game. Then you travel last 2 games of the season at Seattle, which could be a toss-up game. Geno's been not the greatest, but Seattle's a tough team to beat at home as well, I believe. So they're 6-4 right now. They've lost a lot of games they couldn't close out. And then you travel to at Baltimore, who has the best record in the AFC right now. They may be competing for that number 1 seed, so that's going to be a game I'm not sure if we could win. So with that being said, I think the Steelers need to at least finish 4-3 in these last 7 games to have a shot to even get into the playoffs, especially with this loaded AFC. But it does help that Cincinnati had the loss of Joe Burrow. But I do believe Buffalo will find a way to turn on and be very competitive to the back half of this season. So big news in Steelers world. Matt Canada's fired, but that's one of the dominoes to fall. And we'll see what happens, man. We'll see if this gets the morale up and get the team to play better. We'll see if Kenny's that guy. We'll know more. Hit this last stretch of November and the whole month of December, man. Hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.